possibly the most well-loved and most iconic Bionicle sets of all time, the Bohrok. And a standout of the Bohrok? Well, it's Gahlok. Today we're going to dive into what makes this set great. And we'll check out the pieces that come in this set. Let's see how they can be used to make other awesome creations. And then we got a creepy, epic, and awesome revamp of Gahlok. Get ready. So Gahlok. I actually want to start off by talking about the weapon design that we see on this set. Kinda looking a bit like swimming flippers. It kinda looks like fins on a fish. They also kinda look like clamshells, or razor blades. There's even something about it that looks vaguely mechanical, like vents on a watercraft. I love the really subtle, like, water theming that this has. And the fact that it looks like so many different things, but also none of those things at the same time. It's just its own amorphous, unique shape. But it's clearly got that water inspiration behind it, which is appropriate for the character. I think the element designer did a fantastic job on all of the Bohrok weapons, but this one, well, it's a real standout. And yeah, not for nothing, this color scheme. The orange up against both those shades of blue and the slight hints of black. It makes those eyes and the krana really pop. Funnily enough, it's essentially the same color scheme, but with a different eye color, to Gali. And actually, I suppose it works that the eyes are a sort of darker shade. This is the villain, it only makes sense. You know, hero's a bit lighter, villain is a bit darker. Although, you know, I've always enjoyed the more consistent colors that we saw across all these different sets. Each of the characters that shared the same, like, element. There was a lot of consistency. And it just made it more satisfying when you collected all of them and displayed them together. It's that gotta catch 'em all philosophy that was very core to a lot of toys in the early 2000s. And I don't know what it is, man, it just works. It brings me so much joy just putting these two together. It's a match made in heaven. Now, obviously the Bohrok are known for their iconic play feature, the way they roll up into a ball. It's so incredibly satisfying and fun to do. And then they have this great neck launching function, which allows you to knock off the mask of your toa. Then from here, you flip open the windscreen, you launch the krana out, and it is supposed to land on the toa's face. Now they are corrupted, and they're a part of the horde. Now, even after all these years, these play features remain iconic and so much frickin' fun. I can't think of a single time where I haven't picked up a Bohrok and immediately started playing with it. That is the sign of a good toy. There really is something about those early Bionicle sets. They just hit different. And something else that makes this set great, the pieces. Let's just highlight some of the best ones, and I'll show you how you can use them in your own creations. Let's get you some inspiration. We'll start off once again with this weapon element. Although Bricklink actually refers to this as a shield, a fin, and a weapon. So, you know, do with that what you will. Anyway, check out how Rublicker Lego has used it here for the front of a spaceship. I love seeing Bionicle being integrated into very system-heavy MOCs that are clearly not Bionicles. I love that the edges of this element neatly allow for a bit of room for these black CCBS armor shells to kind of hug the edges. This piece really does become a focal point of this MOC. And it allows for some beautiful, beautiful shaping. I love it. I also love the krana that's included in this set. Oh, it looks so good in orange. But of course you get it in so many colors, different variants, shapes, all sorts of stuff. One of the different orange variants is used on this MOC. It's built by Brunnerat. Now it sure is clever when this tiny krana suddenly becomes a bit more enlarged. And that's all thanks to placing it behind this Pahatu mask. This is the same one that appeared on Pahatu Fantoka. Yeah, turning it around like this is so clever. I like that it could be hair flowing down the face, or it's just a funky looking mask. Whatever it is, it's a sick design. And it's so good to see krana being used as faces. Even though that's kind of the intention of this piece, people just don't really use it all that much. It's not that common to see, but it sure does look nice. Every Bohrok comes with a translucent windscreen. They're wonderful pieces. The way you got that marbled color just seeping into it, so good. Now check out how Huskworld has used it here, kind of incorporating it into the arm design. We got two of them on either side. Yeah, the heavily rounded shape of this piece. It does a good job of looking like very bulky muscles. It's quite a nice way to include this piece, isn't it? Over to the element that holds the krana inside the head. It's a bit of a weird piece, but that doesn't mean it's useless. A builder called My Snail Eats Pizza has used two of them in an amazing way. Check them out right here on the torso, angling them ever so slightly and using them to hide some of the internal organs that you can see poking out of the body. Well, isn't that clever? I think this looks wonderful, using them as armor. A good idea. Nearby this piece, we find an interesting gear element. This of course helps with the launching mechanism for the head. Rahiden uses them a lot on this MOC. It's kind of meant to be like the mane on this Chinese lion statue. Isn't it crazy how the gear texture actually looks like hair? I love too that this piece is in grey, and that's quite fitting for this statue. Because, you know, if you were to try and build a more realistic lion in, I guess, tan, I don't know if the grey would look as good. But in this context, it's like this piece was made to be used on this MOC. It's perfect. Now for the body piece. You get it in blue. And check out how this MOC by Bionicles has used them for a foot design. It's bulky, it's clever, it's a good design. Nice way to use this piece. So yeah man, the pieces in this set, they're freaking killer. And you can say the same for this wonderful revamp. It was made by Naka Correct. The frame, the shape, the feel of a Bohrok. It looks so good when it becomes this giant, creepy looking kaiju. A kaiju that can actually still turn into the ball. Oh, it's so nice to see that. I'm very taken by these images here, showcasing two of these Bohrok swimming after Gully underwater. For one, I love this because it's a callback to some earlier promotional images that showcase a very similar scene. I always loved how that image looked. But seeing it recreated here, it takes on a whole new context. Imagine swimming through dark, murky water and these colossal creatures are chasing after you. Dear Lord, that is a nightmare. I really like this new head design. You'll notice the original windscreen is still there, it's just in an all trans blue color. But then, expanding on their head, giving it these freaky like frills stemming out of the back. That is such a nice inclusion. See, this is why I love seeing people really deviate from the source material, because you get incredible, sick ideas like this. That toothy maw, it looks wonderful. These pieces unfortunately don't appear in tan, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, it looks cool. Who cares? And still, I'm sure you could do this in what? Silver? I think all those dark tan pieces do come in silver. There's a few other pieces here which don't exist in these colors, but surely you can still recreate this close enough. Just swap out a few pieces for different colors. It'll look great. And see, this is one of the many joys of building in a digital world. You don't have to worry about colors, you don't have to worry about what pieces you do and don't have. It's unlimited creativity with no restrictions. And that's beautiful. So man, take this MOC as a sign. A sign to revamp a Bohrok and turn it into a giant monster. It looks so good. I'd love to see more people take a stab at this concept. Well, there you go. That's a look at this wonderful set and all the incredible pieces. And a sick revamp. What more could you ask for? So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, take a look at the links below. There you can see more from the builders that I featured today. Thanks for watching everyone, happy building, and bye for now.